Hi students, I am continuing the chapter sequence and series, and today's topic is geometry progression, and also I am discussing some problems related to geometry progression, so listen carefully. Next topic is geometry progression. So let us consider one example: 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. It's a sequence, right? So if you observe these sequence, we can clearly see that if we multiply the first term by 2, we get the second term, and if we multiply the second term by 2, we get the third term, and if we multiply the third term by 2, we get the fourth term, and etc. Okay, or dividing dividing second term and first term, that is a2 by 1, we get 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. Again, dividing the third and second term, we get 8 by 4, we get 2 again, and dividing the fourth and third term, we get again 2. So these ratio are called common ratio, and these are represented by R equal to a2 by a1. Such sequence is called geometric sequence or geometric progression. A sequence which we get a common ratio is called geometric progression. Okay, so this common ratio can also be represented by ak plus 1, ratio of ak plus 1 by ak, or it's very simple to understand. The common ratio is equal to a2 by a1, or second term by first term, we get the common ratio. Okay, so next I'm going to represent the geometric progression. So these are the general representation of a GP. So you need to by heart this general representation of GP is AR square, AR cube, etc. Here it is very clear that R is the common ratio. Okay, A is the first term. So study this general representation of GP as AR square, AR cube, etc. Okay. Next topic is nth term of GP. Okay, nth term of GP. The formula for finding the nth term of GP is equal to AR raised to n minus 1. And we know that A is the first term, R is the common ratio, and the formula for finding nth term of GP is AN equal to AR raised to n minus 1. Okay. The next topic is sum of first n terms in GP, and it can be denoted as Sn. Here they have two formulas for finding sum of first n terms in GP. First, for R less than 1, that is common ratio less than 1, and second is R greater than 1. Okay. If R is less than 1, use this formula, Sn equal to A into 1 minus R raised to n by 1 minus R. And if R greater than 1, that is common ratio greater than 1, Sn equal to A into R raised to n minus 1 divided by R minus 1 is the formula for finding n terms of GP. Okay. Next topic is geometric mean. Geometric mean between two numbers A and B is equal to root of AB. So this root of AB can also be written as AB whole raised to 1 by 2, right? So geometric mean between two number A and B is equal to root of AB. In next we need to find the geometric mean between three numbers, and this is equal to cube root of A into B into C, or it can be written as ABC whole raised to 1 by 3. Similarly, geometric mean between four number is equal to A into B into C into D whole raised to 1 by 4. So next I am going to generalizing the geometric mean. between n numbers, take the product of or whole the number and take whole raised to 1 by n. Okay. So here we need to study only these formula only. Okay. So geometric mean between two number is root AB. Okay. Next, relationship between AM and GM. Relationship between arithmetic mean and geometric mean. Let capital letter A and G be arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two given real numbers A and B. And we know that the arithmetic mean between two numbers is A plus B by 2. And geometric mean between two numbers is root AB. Right. So the relationship between AM and GM is A minus G equal to root A minus root B whole square by 2. When which is always greater than or equal to 0, here A is always greater than or equal to G. That's why I am subtracting A minus G. So by heart this formula, A minus G, that is a relationship between AM and GM is A minus G equal to, here A is AM and G is GM, A minus G is equal to root A minus root B whole square divided by 2. Okay. This is our first question. Find the 20th term of the GP. 5 by 2, 5 by 4, 5 by 8, etc. So let's start the solution of this question. Here we know that the nth formula for finding nth term in GP is equal to a r raised to n minus 1. Right. A r raised to n minus 1. So here given that the value of a means first term. Here a is the first term. We get a as 5 by 2. And r is a common ratio, and r is we get r taking the ratio of second and first term. So here second term is 5 by 4 and first term is 5 by 2. 5 by 4 divided by 5 by 2. So cancelling these 2 5 first, and here we get 4 by 2. So again cancelling these 2 and 4, it will become this 4 changes to 2. The final answer will be 1 by 2. Okay. And the value of n is 20 because we need to find out the 20th term. That means n is equal to 20. So next I am going to substitute whole values of a, r, n in this formula. We get a20 is equal to a, that means 5 by 2, into r is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole raised to 20. N is 20, right? So 20 minus 1. So we get 1 by 2 whole raised to 19 here. So this 5 by 2 can also be written as 5 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 whole raised to 9. This 1 by 2 has a power of 1, right? So using law of exponent, this can be written as x raised to m into x raised to n equal to x raised to m plus n. So note that this base is same but power are different. So this can be also written as x into m raised to m, x raised to m plus n. Okay. So here comparing this, here x is 1 by 2 and powers are 1 and 19. So this can be also written as 5 into 1 by 2 whole raised to 19 plus 1. So here we get 5 into 1 by 2 whole raised to 20, and this is our final answer. That means the 20th term of this GP is 5 into 1 by 2 whole raised to 20. Okay, so this law of exponent is very important, and also exponent, and also by heart all the formulas in GP. Okay. This is our second question. Find the sum of first 5 terms of the geometric series 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5 plus etc. So from this we know that there are 2 formulas for finding sum of n terms in GP. So first of all we need to find out the common ratio for choosing the correct formula. So the common ratio is equal to a2 by a1, that means taking ratio of second term to first term, we get the common ratio. So here a2 is 2 by 3 and a1 is 1. So next we get the common ratio as 2 by 3 and which is less than 1. So taking the formula for r less than 1 for finding the value of sum of n terms in GP, and that is Sn equal to a into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. Okay, so here the value of a means first term, that is 1, and in this question given that we need to find out the first 5 terms, so the value of n is 5 and r is the common ratio, that is 2 by 3. Okay, so substituting all these value to this formula, we get 1 into 1 minus r is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 whole raised to n is 5 whole divided by 1 minus 2 by 3. Okay, so from this we get 1 minus 2 raised to 5 is 32, 3 raised to 5 is 243, divided by cross multiplying on denominator, we get 3 minus 2 by 3. Okay, so next I'm going to cross multiplying on numerator, we get 243 minus 32 by divided by 243 whole divided by 3 minus 2 is 1 by 3, and cancelling this 3 and 243 and it will change us to 81 here, and the final answer will be 243 minus 32 is 211, 211 by 81 is our final answer. Okay, so by heart all the formulas in GP. Okay, this is our third question. In a GP, the third term is 24 and the sixth term is 192. Find the 10th term. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. Here, we know that the formula for finding nth term in GP is a r raised to n minus 1. Given that third term, that is a3 is 24 and sixth term a6 is 192, and we need to find out the 10th term. Okay, so first I'm going to find out the third term. So replacing this n by 3 here, we get a3 equal to a r raised to 3 minus 1 and which will further equal to a r square, and it is given that its value is 24. Okay, let it name it as equation number 1. a6 equal to, replacing this n by 6, we get a r raised to 6 minus 1, that is equal to a r raised to 5, and also given that it is 192, so let it name it as equation number 2. Okay, next I am going to dividing 2 by 1, we get a r raised to 5 divided by a r square equal to 192 by 24. So cancelling these 2 r in both numerator and both a in both numerator and denominator, and again cancelling this r square in numerator and denominator, so numerator will become 3 here. Okay, so we get r cube is equal to 192 by 23 24 into 8, so we get 8 here, so we get r cube equal to 8. 8 can also be written as 2 cube, so r is equal to, we get r is equal to 2. Common ratio is 2. So next I'm going to use the value of r equal to 2 in equation number 2. Substituting the value of r, In equation number 2, that is AR square equal to 24. R is 2, so A into 2 square equal to 24. A into 4 equal to 24. Cancelling this 4 and 24, we get A equal to 6. Okay, so here in this question we need to find out the 10th term. A 10 is equal to, replacing this n by 10, we get A r raised to 10 minus 1 or A r raised to 9. Here the value of A is 6 and R is 2, and we get 6 into 2 raised to 9 is the 10th term, or by calculating this term we get 3072 is the 10th term in GP. Okay. Next question is an important question. Find the sum of the sequence 7, 77, 777, 7777, etc. to n terms. Okay. So this is our question. So here we need to calculate the sum of n terms. That means here we the value of 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus 7777, etc. to n terms. So here we can see that here 7 is common. So taking 7 from these terms, we get 7 into 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus 1111 plus etc. to n terms. Okay. So next I am going to dividing and multiplying by 9. We get, in this term, we get 7 by 9 into 9 into 1 plus 11 plus this term. Okay. Next I am going to multiply this 9 to this whole term. We get this 7 by 9 remains the same, and multiplying a whole term by 9, we get 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus this term plus etc. to n terms. Okay. Equal to, next I am going to change this 9 by 10 minus 1 and this 99 by 100 minus 1 plus this 999 by 1000 minus 1 and this term by 10,000 minus 1 plus etc. to n terms. Okay. So next I am going to rewrite or rearranging this whole term by 10 plus 100 plus 1000 plus 10,000 plus etc. to n terms, minus of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus etc. to n terms. So just rearranging this term, we get this. And next I am going to change this term to 10 can be written as 10 raised to 1 plus 100 can be written as 10 square, 1000 can be written as 10 cube, 10,000 can be written as 10 raised to 4 plus etc. to n terms into minus of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus etc. to n terms. Okay. So if it observe this term, this is a GP, right? So because if we dividing these two terms, A2 by A1, we get 10 as common ratio, and if we dividing these two terms, 10 raised to 10 cube by 10 square, we get 10. Here dividing 10 square by 10 we get 10, and dividing 10 raised to 4 by 10 cube we get 10. So here common ratio is 10. So this is a GP. So I'm going to use the formula for finding sum to n terms in GP. Here common ratio is R is 10, which is greater than 1. So using the formula for finding sum of n terms in GP, a into r raised to n minus 1 by r minus 1 here, and we get writing this 7 by 9 here. Next I am going to I'm going to use this formula for finding the sum. So here a is 10 into r is 10 raised to we don't know the value of n, so write n here, minus 1 divided by r is 10 minus 1. Okay, minus of 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n terms means n here, right? And finally we get 7 by 9 into 10 raised to n minus 1 by 9 minus n. Or this can be also written as, or opening this bracket, we get 70 into 10 raised to n minus 1 by 81 minus n by 9 is our sum to this term. Sum of the sequence is equal to 70 by 81 into 10 raised to n minus 1 minus n by 9. Okay. This is our next question. Insert 3 numbers between 1 and 256 so that the resulting sequence is a GP. Okay. So let's start the solution of this question. Inserting 3 numbers between 1 and 256. So here 1, this is G1, G2, G3. Inserting 3 numbers between 1 and 256, we get total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. Right. So the general formula, general representation of a GP is AR square, AR cube, AR raised to 4, etc. Right. So here I am using only 5 numbers. So these are the general representation of 5 numbers in GP. So comparing this, the first term a is equal to 1 and the last term a r raised to 4 equal to 256. Right. So next I am going to find out the value of r here. Using this result, the value of a is 1. So substituting value of a equal to 1 here, we get r raised to 4 equal to 256, and we know that 4 raised to 4 is 256. So comparing this, we get r is equal to 4. Okay. So next we need to find out the inserted terms 1, 2, 3. Inserted number. So here G1 is equal to AR, G2 is equal to AR square, G3 equal to AR cube. Okay. So here the second term is AR. So substituting the value of A and R here, we get 1 into 4. Here G2 1 into 4 square, G3 1 into 4 cube. So the numbers are 4, 16, 64. Okay. I hope you understood this question. This is a very simple question. So by heart the general form of GP. In this question, if AM and GM, that means the arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two positive numbers A and B are 10 and 8 respectively, find the numbers. Okay, and we know that the arithmetic mean between two numbers is A plus B by 2 and it is given as 10. Okay. Geometric mean between two number is root of AB and it is given as 8. So from this we get A plus B equal to 20. Let it name it as equation number 1. And here squaring on both sides. Here we get AB equal to 8 square is 64. And let it name it as equation number 2. Okay, so here in this question we need to find out these A and B values. So using one of the famous identity, A minus B whole square can be written as A plus B whole square minus 4AB. And also use the formula A plus B whole square minus A minus B whole square is equal to 4AB. So from this we get A minus B whole square is equal to A plus B whole square minus 4AB. Okay, so here we know the value of A plus B as 20. So substituting the value of 20 here, minus 4 into, again the value of AB is 64. So here we get 20 square is 400 minus 4 into 64 is 256. So subtracting these two value we get A minus B whole square as 144. So from this A minus B is equal to root of 144. We get plus or minus 12. Okay. So let it name it as equation number 3. So using equation number 1 and 3, we get A plus B equal to 20, A minus B equal to, first I am taking plus 12 here. Again solving these two number, I am using A minus B value as minus 12 here. Okay, so solving these two equation, we get subtracting first, we get this is our equation number 1 and this is our equation number 3. This is our equation number 1 and this is our equation number 3. First I am going to add these two equation. We get 2A equal to 32, A equal to 16. Subtracting these two equation, we get 2B equal to 8, B equal to 4. The first number is 16 and second number is 4. By solving these two, we get by solving these two equation. Here adding these two equation, we get 2A equal to 8, A equal to 4. Subtracting these two equation, we get 2B equal to 20, minus of minus 12 will become 20 plus 12, that is equal to 32, and B equal to 16. So here we get the value of A as 4 and B as 16. So these are two values of A and B. Okay. This is our last question. Evaluate sigma k equal to 1 to 11, 2 plus 3 raised to k. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. Sigma k equal to 1 to 11 into 2 plus 3 raised to k means we need to substitute the value of k here. So we get 2 plus 2, first is 2, so write 2 in 11 times add 2 in 11 times plus here is k is present, so substituting the value of k 1 we get 3, k2 we get 3 square. This summation, this sign means summation, so adding these numbers, so here we get 3 raised to 1 plus 3 square plus 3 cube plus 3 raised to 4 plus up to the last number is 11, right? So substituting the value of 11 in k, we get 3 raised to 11 here. So this is our final product. And adding 2 in 11 times means 2 into 11 is our value plus this is a GP, right? So dividing the second term to first term we get 3, and dividing third term to second term we get 3, dividing fourth term and third term we get 3. So this 3 is a common ratio, so this forms a GP. So using here 3 common ratio, r is greater than 1 because the value of r is 3. So this is greater than 1. So here I am using the formula for finding sum of GP for r greater than 1 is a into r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. The value of a is 3 here. R raised to n, value of r is 3. Value of r is 3, common ratio. Raised to n minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. Here n is 11 because the n value changes from 1 to 11 means total number of number is 11. So next I am going to replacing this n by 11 here. We get this value. Okay. So next I am going to substitute the sum of this term here. We get 3 into 3 raised to 11 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 2. Okay. The whole answer will be 2 into 11 is 22 plus 3 into 3 raised to 11 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 2 is 1. So we get 22 plus 3 into 3 raised to 11 minus 1. Okay. So this is our final answer.